Hola, Scorpio. Welcome to the month of May fortune. This is your oracle fortune horoscope, whatever you want to call it for the month of May. So this is your first card from the Sound of Destiny, and it is intimate space. Ooh, vulnerabilities become shared. That's interesting because we know that Scorpio do not like to share their vulnerabilities. They are all about protecting their vulnerabilities. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. You may want to share your vulnerabilities in the month of May. Maybe something will come out of that will benefit you. Strengths where love flourishes. Again, we have strengths where love flourishes. Physical closeness. Interesting. So you're going to have physical closeness. Look at that. We have a bed in the background over here. So this is actually a perfect card for Scorpios. If you know Scorpios, this is a card that's perfectly geared for you. I actually have a very funny story about Scorpios. So if you hang out for I'm gonna read one more card. If you hang out, I'll tell you my funny story that happened this month with Scorpios. So I did a second card, and this card is from The Universe Has Your Back, and this is kind of a spiritual kind of card. So I know, let's see, we have instead of praying for an outcome, and I just want to pause here for a second and say, I know Scorpio, we have a lot of agnostic Scorpios, so let's just take the word praying out of the picture and say, instead of hoping for an outcome or wishing for an outcome, I wish for the highest good for all. Because if you put that in your vibration, in your personal vibration, um, you can change the outcome for yourself. So even though you will not be thinking specifically for yourself, you will change the outcome for yourself. So again, I'm going to read this again, and I'm going to use my wording because I think it will benefit the majority of the Scorpio, and that's my goal. So instead of wishing or hoping for an outcome, I wish or hope for the outcome for the highest good for all. So that you kind of want to make that as an affirmation for yourself. So kind of just soak that in. And I want to tell you about a very funny, I'll put the other one back. I want to see if I could minimize. I'm really terrible with, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm really terrible with electronics, but I have a funny story about Scorpio. So I had an Uber this month, and I had a male Uber driver, and he was Greek, and he was talking to me in the rear view mirror, and there you go. I don't know how to stretch that out. So there you go. Okay, so anyway, he said, so he's talking to me in the rear view mirror, and he says, I can't look at you too long. Your eyes are like X-rays. I don't know if that's Greek accent, but that's my Greek accent. And so I thought that was funny. And about a few minutes later, we run out of gas because he was, in fact, looking at me too long. And I have to tell you, I think this is very funny. Maybe if I move it this way, you can see them both. How does that work? Is that good? Okay. There we go. All right. So we ran out of gas on the highway. He was a Scorpio, by the way. And that's why I tell you. And this would only happen to me with a Scorpio. And I had to help him push the vehicle off the highway, and we had to walk and go get gas. And I found the whole thing very funny because I'm no longer in my 20s, and so I the fact that I can make a man run out of gas is interesting to me. So, but I just thought you Scorpios would find that funny as well, because it's such a Scorpio thing that, you know, he would be watching someone in the rear view mirror and run out of gas. But don't do that. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great month, a great May, and I will see you in June. Ciao, ciao.